to my channel. If you guys don't know me already, this is Makeup by Little D, and you just entered a video by me. And if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe down below and turn on the notifications if you want to hear more about me. Today, we are going to be talking about self-confidence, self-love, and self-worth. Now, I actually looked up a lot of videos on like what to say and what, how I should present it out, but I'm just going to say it flat out. You need to love yourself. You need to love yourself before you love anyone else. At first to me, I was like, that's why I clicked on the video, I want to learn how to love myself. Like, I want to learn how to be more self-confident. Thing is, you can't have somebody else tell you you need to be more self-confident. You have to put it in you to actually start loving yourself. Being grateful for everything that you have, Once you realize that there's no one like you, you're unique. You're unique in every way, and that's not a bad thing. That's actually a very good, positive thing. Because if we were all the same, none of us would be different. None of us would stick out. I actually didn't write anything down. Usually people take notes and be like, okay, I have notes for you guys that I got from other videos, but I have no notes. I'm going to be saying this from what I truly believe that you need to develop to actually be able to have self-confidence, to develop your self-worth, and for you to begin to love yourself. Now again, I'm just going to say nobody can make you do this. This is something you have to find in you to do. And I can tell you firsthand, I'm not fully there yet. Sometimes I am very insecure. Sometimes I don't love myself like I should. Sometimes I lower my standards when I really shouldn't. I always regret it in the end. And first off, with the self-confidence, I want to tell you guys that, I wasn't the only, my self-confidence when I was, 10, 11, 12, 13, mostly, I started getting acne. I started having really bad acne. And at that time, you're in 6th grade, nobody really, has acne because, everyone still has that baby skin, nice and tight. I had acne. I always stood out because of my skin. And I remember people, any single time somebody got mad at me, they would just put out my flaw, right then and there. And the only flaw that I had at that time was my acne. And I really hated, pictures. I really hated, talking to somebody this close away. I couldn't do it because I felt like the only thing that they would be staring at is my acne. And it got to the point where I would cry if somebody would make fun of it. And, my self-esteem and my self-confidence was really low. But then as I got older, I just realized, and I started seeing more kids, Another thing that helped me was seeing more kids that had the same problem as me. They all started getting acne. Even the people that made fun of me, they started getting acne. And while they were getting the acne, mine was slowly fading away. And that just goes to show you, don't make fun of anyone, period. Don't try to bully, don't try to belittle, don't even try to put yourself above them. Nobody is above anybody. And everyone does have flaws. I'm not even gonna lie, I still have my nose. Most people would be like, your nose is not that big, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't like my nose. My nose, I'm gonna give you guys firsthand, I don't like my nose. And the reason I'm doing this, the way I'm coming out to you guys, about my nose, I've always been insecure about that too, but not as bad as my acne, but I've always been insecure about my nose. I can't turn to the side and do a side profile. People, once my acne started fading away, they find something else. And, people are mean. So, of course it did hurt, but as my self-confidence and my self-esteem started to grow, you just stop caring. In all honesty, to grow your self-esteem, you have to know that you are worth $1 million, 1,000,000 diamonds, 1,000,000 rubies, etc. These people aren't going to be here when you're older, when you're making money, when you're paying your own bills, when you're getting everything that you want. People won't be there for you. These people that are making fun of you right now, and even girls in high school. If you're struggling in high school, I'm in your shoes right now. I'm a senior. I'm struggling too. These people, and I realized it, these people won't be there for me when I am graduating. They won't be looking at me. They won't be looking at, freshman year I had on those socks, or I had on those shoes, or I had on that shirt. Or sophomore year I had on that hairstyle. Oh my god, her teeth. Oh my god, her nose. No. No one will remember that. Only you will. And from now on, I want you guys to actually think. And if you are those people that, you know, it sometimes slips out, you have to remind yourself you could be lowering somebody's self-esteem. Watch what you say. And just know, like, nobody's going to be there when, for one, when you're graduating. Two, when your life starts beginning and you start going to college, you start moving out, you start getting a job, none of these people are going to be there for you. None of these people will still be talking about you. So why does it matter what they say right now? You guys have to also realize that, you know, we're all still growing too. We're all still not perfect. We all still have our insecurities, right? Regardless if you see the most prettiest girl on earth, or I've seen them too, but they all have flaws. Whether it's they're beautiful on the outside, but they're so ugly on the inside. And I've seen girls like that. And, you know, you might have beauty on the inside and, you know, ugly on the outside. But you know what? You can't be looking at the physical characteristics all the time. You have to take it step by step. And you have to learn to love yourself. And love other people, not just for their looks or what they have. Don't be materialistic. Be the girl or the man that loves somebody because you love them. You love their presence. You love being around them, regardless of what they look like. If they make you happy at the end of the day, there you go. Why care what other people think? Why does it matter what other people think? Whatever you have going on, it is your business, not theirs. Now I want to talk about self-worth. And what's the difference between self-confidence and self-worth? Self-confidence is always being confident. Self-worth is knowing that you deserve better. When somebody's treating you bad, don't stay there, because then you don't know your self-worth. You don't know what you deserve. And I've seen multiple people cry because they feel like they're not good enough. Or people that go into depression because, you know, they don't know what to do. They don't know who they are because they don't know what they deserve. At the end of the day, we are all still human. Regardless if he has the most beautiful smile or she has the most prettiest hair or prettiest eyes, we're all still human. What I'm saying is, don't be blinded by the physical aspects and the materialistic ways. Don't be blinded by that, because that's how you end up in toxic situations, because you're like, I can't ever find a guy like this again. I won't ever find a girl like this again. That's the point. When I see people move back to their exes, and I'm one too, like, I'm not even gonna lie, but now that I realize it, they're an ex for a reason, you know? You know, some people actually get lucky. Some people actually learn from their mistakes and they move on and then they're happy. But then there's majority of the population that don't seem to know the value of love and actually changing for somebody and actually being involved. And I'm talking about love when I really shouldn't, but, you know, I'm just perfect example. Most girls will let their boyfriend, like, talk down to them or, like, ignore them and just stand there and wait till all his friends, you know, depart so he can come talk to you, you know? You don't deserve that. You deserve a man who will let you know that you're his #1 priority, not above his friends, not above his family, but in his own way. He needs to know that his friends won't stick around forever. I don't know if it's just at my high school, but a lot of girls actually go through that. And I honestly feel like, what the hell? Like, why even continue to stay with him? And it's just that they don't know their self-worth. They don't know how they really should be treated. If Prince Charming was to come down and sweep them off their feet, you know, give them all his attention, you know, she would be feeling, oh my God, like, this is genuinely what I deserve. Just know what you deserve. Know that you deserve the world, because all of you guys are beautiful. You guys deserve the best. And that's not just coming from me. That's coming from everybody. You're talking about everybody. Because you deserve so much better, you know? Your friends always say that. Why don't you take that advice? Why aren't they taking that advice? And you kind of know that everyone kind of says that, you know? You deserve so much better. I don't even know why you're with him. Oh my God, he's so ugly, blah, blah, blah. You guys say these things, but yet you guys aren't acting on them. That's all I have to say about the self-worth. And now I want to talk about self-love. For me, this is probably the hardest thing because it is combining your self-confidence, your self-worth, and love that you might have given to somebody else and they used and abused it. And now you have no love for yourself because you feel like you are not good enough. And let me tell you, I have been in those shoes where I felt I wasn't good enough, where I felt, I'm ugly. I'm just not good enough in general. I'm not good enough for him, or I'm not good enough for her, or my family, or school, or this type of club, that kind of clique. And I feel like everyone experiences these feelings. Self-love is about loving yourself for who you are inside and out. And to truly love yourself, the key is in you. I can read 100 things talking about I love myself more. How can self-love change me? How to love myself. And thing is, nobody can tell you how to love yourself. Nobody can say, hey, take these steps and you will start loving yourself. No. Loving is not anything that can be written down. You cannot be like, writing down these steps for people who are all different. It's about taking one thing one by one. First, self-confidence, building up your self-esteem, knowing your self-worth, and then when you're ready to combine all of them, that's when you go into self-love. And again, I'm not here to give you steps or rules on how to do it, but I'm still learning it right now. And people don't stop learning it until they're like 30. Or some people take earlier, but I don't know. I'm not 30. But I'm still learning, and I know for sure that if you are in high school or you are still in college, you're still struggling with the idea of who you are and what you deserve and what you want to be. All that is stressful. Like, that is so much stress, so much, I'm not gonna say unneeded stress, but that is so much stress that you should not be having, because you should have self-love in the first place. And I know that's hard to say, and people are gonna be like, what? Like, you don't know. You actually can. Like, I'm pretty sure when you were smaller, you would probably look in that mirror and be like, yes. And now you're like, I feel so off. Like, who am I? You have to dig deeper. Don't point out your cons, your mistakes, your regrets. Don't point those out. Leave those all in the past. Focus on the now. Focus on bettering yourself, bettering your grades if you are still in high school or college, just bettering your life in general. Go work out, sleep 8 hours, eat healthy foods. As you feel more self-love in you, and I swear to God, you will feel it. I'm gonna be overconfident and be like, no, that's not what self-love is. Self-love is loving yourself for who you are. Like, I'm still developing it. I'm still learning who I am and what I like and what I should do. A good example is, I'm still struggling with self-love because of my nose. Pretty sure a lot of people have it worse than me. Some people have it better than me, but that does not make you any better or above. It makes you uniquely you. Focus on that and you will be happy. Stop comparing yourself to others. Stop wanting to be other people. Focus on you and bettering yourself. If you don't like something, change it. I don't like my weight. Change it. Work out. I don't like my hair. Change it. There is things that you could do to help yourself. Like, you don't have to go out and just change into a completely different person. That's not what I'm saying. Thing is, if you don't like it, change it. And if you feel like getting, your boobs done, your butt done, your nose done, your cheeks filler, your lip injections, do it. Who's stopping you? In all honesty, who is stopping you? Who is telling you, no, do not do that because that won't make you love yourself? No, nobody's telling you that. If you really want to fully love yourself, take yourself for who you are, inside and out. And if you want to change some things, go ahead. Like, I don't know. And I'm not a professional psychologist at all. I'm pretty sure you've seen hundreds of videos on this. But at the end of the day, and I'm going to say this, like, y'all don't understand, like, y'all are so beautiful. Everyone who's watching my stories, you guys are so beautiful and yet you guys do not realize it. And that's really a shame. I feel so shameful for saying that, but that's why I'm making this video and making it prominent for you guys to see. You guys need to love yourself before you can love anybody else. Don't think that you guys can get into a relationship finding your self-love. That's not how it works. So if that boy leaves you, you're gonna feel more insecure. You're gonna feel like I've done something wrong. I am not good enough. No, you are good enough. Just know that you are worth everything that you know. You know your standards. You know it. Everyone knows their own standards. You know your standards. So by lowering them, I don't see how you're reaching those goals. I hope that was all recording because, oh my God. If it wasn't, oh my God. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe down below. I hope this video wasn't like too like straightforward to the point where, you know, I offended somebody or, you know, I made somebody sad, angry, mad. I didn't intend that. I'm not a professional psychologist. I want to just tell everybody that, you know, you are worth everything that you know that you're worth. And do not lower your standards for nobody, because if they are worth your standards, they should not be lowered in the first place. If they are worth your time should not be wasted. If they are worth your tears, they are not important, because no man or woman should make you cry. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.